thing stayed.
Yeah, it stayed. Okay.
Hello.
Live. Hello.
We're live, and Heather's head is out of the frame, which is fine.
It's just the hair. Let me get down here and get this hair
No,
back
you're
in.
just, like, sitting very properly, which was cool.
Yeah. It feels weird.
But hi, we're Talk Comics to Me, and today we're the Hanson brothers.
I'm Isaac.
And I am mid-90s Taylor.
Yep. Taylor Hanson, the middle bro.
Otherwise, I guess I am now Zach.
Yeah.
So, if you know anything about the Hanson brothers...
You just missed a whole story.
But I'll share it with you all sometime.
Okay.
So we should just start.
Yeah, I'm just going to go.
We're running late, and we got to do it.
Yeah. That hamster story took like 10 minutes. Okay, so I have the plot. This is the first issue from Vault. If anyone can answer this, is Nightfall Vault, is that their horror line? Because I don't understand. Fruits. So...
Veggies.
The...
Not because, like, I wanted it to be against you, but veggies all the way.
No, I get it. So this story is about a family who has, like, mental illness running in their family. Their house is also haunted. I don't want to get too into it because it's still kind of vague on what the story is doing. But it's, I don't know, about a brother who adopts, I guess, not really, gains custody of his older brother's children after him and his wife die. They go back to the family home, which I feel like it's, as I told Champ, I think it's just a haunted house story. But again, it's the first issue, and at the end of it, they're literally just getting to the house, and like weird shit has been happening to the family their entire existence. So I feel like it has something to do with the house. I only got this first issue like a... Oh my god, it says everything down here.
I love it. I love it when they do that.
Yeah, I only special ordered this first issue because I just wasn't sure how I was going to feel, but I just really love it. There is a saying throughout the book constantly that is, in order to receive, you first have to give. And that's what the family is based off of. That whole, what is that called? Motto, I guess. I don't know. Way of life. It's horror. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it, actually. And I also really enjoyed this, which was a very big surprise to me because not a fan of Harley Quinn. But this was beautiful. It was very, very good. It's Harleen. I'm not going to try to pronounce the creator's name because I will fudge it up and then feel bad for the rest of my life. So I'm just going to let you zoom in here. Oh, is it backwards? Mirror this. So it's an origin story of how Harley Quinn became Harley Quinn. It's just beautifully done. The art is incredible. The story is it's mostly narration from her point of view, retelling the story of how she like started and then how she ended up the way she is. I would recommend this to like, especially if you're just like a DC like superhero fan, Marvel, whatever. Like I just think it's a really, really good origin story. And the art, I cannot talk enough about how cool the art is.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Harleen. I think it's only going to be 3 issues because that's usually what it is, right?
Yeah.
So check it out. It's real cool.
All right. And then I have Strike Force issue number 1. This is a book by Teenie Howard, and I would say this is the first Teenie Howard book I do not enjoy.
Oh, we love Teenie.
We love Teenie. I love Teenie a lot. I just like this wasn't my bag. Doesn't mean it's not for everyone. I just felt like it was. I just didn't feel like any like everybody's. I didn't feel like any of the voices were right for any of the characters, which is a really big problem with like some characters, which it's like I said, it could also just be me. I read it right before bed after reading like several comics, so maybe my opinion would change if I read it again. It just
didn't really grab you.
Didn't grab me. Like one of the first times Teenie Howard first issue has not like immediately me been like, oh yeah, I'm totally into this, I would like to see more. And I'm still like kind of curious about like the story itself, but honestly not enough. And I thought, like, Blade and, you know, Bucky would bring me into it, but...
That sucks.
Yeah. It was a bummer, but it's fine. Like I said, somebody else might like it. It's kind of just about a group of superheroes who were caught in this lab that it seemed like they were letting go of, like, biological samples, like germ warfare, basically, and infecting people. Mm-hmm. And it, like, looked like they were doing it, but they weren't. And Blade is trying to be like, well, this is what actually was happening. So there's, like, a mystery to it. Like I said, it's just, like, the voices and dialogue didn't quite hit for me.
Classic.
And then we both have, Heather has not got a chance to read this yet. This is Avengers issue number 24. And this is Avengers vs. Cosmic Ghost Rider. And it just builds upon, like, Robbie Reyes being in hell and how he's trying to defeat Johnny Blaze, and kind of just more about... It was just, like, Cosmic Ghost Rider literally fighting Thor and She-Hulk, and them trying to figure out what he is, and him being like, you guys are all working for Johnny Blaze, and then in the end he's like, oh, I've got egg on my face. That's not what he says, but...
Oh, I was like, I just ate an egg.
You did just eat an egg.
Yeah.
But that's it. I think if you like Cosmic Ghost Rider or Ghost Rider stories at all, this is kind of something to check out. This little, like, 4...
Those are the only ones you're getting, right?
Yeah, just this 4-issue run. Just wanted to see what happened to my boy, Cosmic Ghost Rider.
My boy.
My boy. He just traveling through time, getting in fights.
You know, being a boss.
Yeah. Okay, you go.
Me go?
You go.
Okay. Here's Resonant. This is issue number 3. This series is about a family dealing with an incident called the Pulse, which is like I think it's like an electromagnetic type thing, but it pretty much takes your worst, most violent thoughts and makes you act on them. And it's just, this issue is dealing with the father in the first issue had left to get medicine for his youngest kid who is really sick and kind of relies on the medicine. Dad still hasn't come back, so the kids are trying to figure out what the next step is. Dad has been taken prisoner and is being transported to an island where he is forced to run or die. So he is very far away from his kids, and it has been months now since he initially left. So dealing with the fact that he's not there and the kid needs medicine or he will die.
Sounds very intense.
It is. It is very, very intense. This issue especially, because there was just a lot of, like, death and it was very brutal. A lot of brutal deaths because the dad is doing whatever he can to get back to his kids.
Of course.
Yes. Is it my turn again?
Yeah, but you gotta go again.
Okay. Hey, this is Tommy Gun Wizards. This is about... I called him Al Pacino last night and didn't correct myself because I thought it was really funny. Al Capone dealing magic instead of alcohol.
Al Pacino.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I'm not going to correct myself. So basically, they think that they're going after Al Capone, the... cops and detectives and whatever. But they discover that there's actually someone higher up, and it's someone that Ness, the main character, is good friends with. And then...
Of course.
Yeah. It is kind of, surprise, I'm still doing the drug too, is what he has to say to people. And yeah, he's just dealing with all that. His secret has been exposed, and now he has to go hunt one of his good friends, who I'm pretty sure used to fuck, but that's neither here nor there.
You used to fuck, or he used to fuck?
Who knows? Ness did.
All right. So my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so then I have another Teenie Howard book that is issue number 6 of Thanos, and this wraps up the series, and I was very pleased.
Teeny.
Teeny. We love Teeny. I just didn't like the one book, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. One out of however many she's done.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
It just kind of full circles itself and kind of... I really just feel like they had to name this book Thanos so people might pick it up, but it's at its core about Gamora.
I like that, though.
Yeah, it was...
It's like a... Tricked you. Now you have to read about Gamora.
And I know, like, it's about their relationship and how they, like, react to one another and how all of that was developed. And that's basically about her and how she became who she is in the end. And, yeah, I really liked it.
Okay.
It was really solid.
Good.
Full circle. And then
Russ Cole says, time is a circle. He doesn't say it like that. I can't do his accent. Sorry, Matthew McConaughey. I fudged it up.
Well, there's only one Matthew McConaughey.
That's true.
And his name is Matthew McConaughey.
It is. He loves bongos and weed.
Like any white dude does.
And hacky sacks, probably. He just seems like a real hacker. You can talk about Deadly Class.
I can't stop thinking about Matthew McConaughey just literally being a caricature of, like, a human being.
I feel like that's what he actually is.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, Matthew McConaughey, if you ever are listening to a comics podcast anytime.
I do love you, Matthew McConaughey. Love you. But you're not real.
What?
He's not a real person.
Okay, I'm continuing on. Okay. I'm going to talk about Deadly Class now. This is Deadly Class issue number 40, and this is the beginning of a story arc called Bone Machine. This last story arc was kind of almost putting everybody in their place, and then this one you can tell is just like zoom in. It kind of just starts right off the bat because at the end of the last story arc, you know, you have Saya meeting up with Maria and you're like, oh, good, a nice happy moment.
And then it's not.
And then it's not.
Okay.
But I don't want to talk too much about it since it's a book you still must read, and there's some crazy shit that happens in there and some awesome fucking panels. I'm really sad you didn't get to read this because this was one of my favorite books to read this week.
I just had one of those moments where it was like, which ones can I wait on? And I knew you had those too, so I was
no, it's totally, like I said, it's totally chill. I'm very bummed out because I just wanted, like, I felt like the last story arc maybe just, like, pulled us out a little bit. Mm-hmm. And this one was just like, this is why you fucking love this series.
Oh my god, I'm gonna read it right when I get to work.
So I'm very sorry. It's
okay.
It's very good.
Okay.
You go.
I'm gonna talk about one that I didn't read. This is the Avengers Loki Unleashed. That's it. Mm-hmm. I started it, didn't really understand what was happening because it references a bunch of the issues that I hadn't had a chance to read from like older series. But it does have Sagan in it, who is one of my favorite characters in Norse mythology, who is Loki's wife.
Not Carl Sagan.
No, not Carl Sagan. Sagan as Sigyn, which there are several ways to pronounce it, but I like saying it Sagan, so sorry. But yeah, I love her. She is helping Loki do something. I'll read it. Don't worry. I go again. Okay. Sera The Royal Stars. This is issue number 3. Sera is still on her journey to complete some quest. I was telling Champ I can't remember what her quest is, and it's making me feel a little crazy.
Does that tell you at the bottom?
Yep. Following a clash with the minions of Draco, Sera, Aldebaran, and Antares are left scattered and separated in the land of dreams. Familiar face returns to help Sera reunite with the stars, but is he friend or foe? Basically, I am staying on this because the art is so incredible. It's beautiful, and some of the characters are really cool. Like this person who reminds me a lot of the spider from Saga. Her name is Scorpion. That's cool. It's cool as hell. But yeah, they are traveling.
Have you ever played Mortal Kombat?
Yes, I have.
Let me tell you about Mortal Kombat.
This is Mortal Kombat. That's all. I don't know if it's like a short series. I assume it's going to be 5. I can't remember though. But I mean, I would say pick up the trade if you're interested in princesses going on quests to save their name, essentially. Family.
And is this Scorpion woman a bad guy or a good guy?
Good guy. She's helping travel because she can get to parts where they need to go. She's like the only one who can help them through it. Yeah. She's a good guy with a spear, and she's awesome.
She's a good guy with a spear.
She's great. I like her.
That's what defeats the bad guys with guns. Good guys with spears.
You have not seen her throw this spear, though. She gets a dragon.
I'm not saying that she's bad at throwing spears.
Oh, she's so good at it. She can probably, like, shing, and get that bullet out of there, because she did that with an arrow.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
So, I mean...
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about Batman Curse of the White Knight. I know what this book is called. I don't know why I just looked at it like I don't. It's alright. It's still, like, in my opinion, like, alright. There's tones in it I don't necessarily enjoy, and I don't, like... I'm probably just misreading it.
No, I don't think you are. You're very deliberate with your comics. You know what's going on.
Well, and it's... I'll talk to you about this, like, at a different time, because I just feel like I need you to read it to see if, like I said, maybe I'm just coming at it in a way, like, I'm not just being too critical.
Is that the one that starts with, No, that was Last Night on Earth. Never mind.
No, this one, like, the first run of, I guess, Batman White Knight was all about how the Joker has this, like, split personality, and the other personality is Jack Napier, and he's a White Knight of Gotham, just trying to help Gotham and, like, take down Batman and make Batman basically break Batman like Joker has never been able to, and that's why Joker kind of created this personality so he could do so.
Oh, cute.
And so, like, the idea of that was really cool. This is more just, which it's a cool idea. It's just the idea that there is an original Joker and an original Batman, quote unquote, of Gotham. And to defeat the original Joker, Batman, or the first Wayne, teamed up with another person and you think possibly betrayed them.
Okay.
But that's... I don't know. That is giving a loose outline of the story itself. Like, the art is pretty good. For some reason, I don't know, maybe my preference in art style has changed because I really liked the art style in the first one, and I don't know if it's just, like... I don't know if I really liked it or if I just liked the idea of the story so much I was, like, willing to not think about it. Mm-hmm. So who knows? I am going back and forth on this book, and it's very strange.
How many issues is it supposed to be?
I think it's 5.
Okay.
Plus there is, like, a little one-shot. And this has been, like, kind of its own little, like, own Batman universe so far. So I suppose there could always be more.
Okay.
Kind of
indifferent.
Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent, but I think if you like Batman and you kind of like an alternate story...
Pick it up.
Okay. Let's get this.
This is The White Trees. This is issue 2 of 2, and my God.
Yeah. I was waiting so long for you to read this.
I know. That I kept, like, last night I kept pulling it out and, like, going, oh my God, I need to read this. And then I would set it down because I had other things going on. But yeah, it was the first thing that I read this morning when I woke up.
It's amazing.
It's so good. I don't even know, like, where to start with it.
I think one of my favorite things, and I will say this forever and ever, is, like, I feel like a lot of fantasy novels really draw themselves out. Like, they just fill in so much. And this is really great because it just takes everything great about fantasy and condenses it in such a way where you get such a full story and you feel so connected to the characters within just 60 pages. Like, I've never read something where I wish it wasn't over, and I was so excited for it, and it's so full and so in depth with just so little time.
Mm-hmm. It's the art.
The art.
This issue especially, like, Krasenka is always a master when it comes to art. Good. But this particular issue for me just blew me out of the water. I could not believe how, like, smooth that fight scene was.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot, like, the colors also go a lot towards that. But, yeah, this is, when you texted me earlier about, like, this being, like, one of the best Krasenka works, I completely agree. This was just so fluid in its motion, and every scene, like, I was very excited. Like, every action scene, I just was getting so fucking pumped. And that happens a lot. Mm-hmm. I do get pumped about action scenes, but this was just...
It was so... And it was only, like, 3 pages?
Mm-hmm. Maybe, like, 4 or 5 at most.
The way that it's done is just... It's super good. I feel sorry for everyone who didn't pick it up.
Yeah, you're fools. Yeah. Like, literally, you guys are fucking fools.
Yeah. It's 2 issues. It's not going to take much time.
No.
Why did you miss out on it?
It takes, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And one of the best comics out this year. Easily one of the best comics out this year.
For sure. I can't even...
Yeah, just get it.
Just get it.
We don't like to fuck around when we talk about comics we love. And I don't like being like, oh yeah, this like that little bird. I have a hard time thinking of like other books I enjoyed that much this year.
Same. I can't think of anything.
I'm just like, I've read so many books, but those books like just stand out in my head, and I'm
I can't think about anything right now. There's nothing in there. That egg just wiped me out. Okay, we're just gonna keep talking.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll make it.
Okay, so I have Faithless. This is the...
It's only been 20 minutes.
What? This is issue number 6. This is the last one in this series. I really enjoyed the way that this one tied up, which I only jumped in for the sex and the Satan, but I stayed for all the rest. It's I thought the conclusion was really good, you know. Faith got what she wanted, and she pretty much had to sell her soul to get it. There's apparently going to be, it says more, or Faithless returns in 2020, so I don't know if that's going to be like a continuance of this or
a different.
Yeah, because one of her friends like tries to talk to her at the end, but because she is who she is now, she like wouldn't talk, so it kind of seemed like maybe the second part it might be her. I hope not, because I don't care about her and her kid, but they could. Who knows?
Harsh.
Well, I mean, they showed the kid one time. I had no connection with it. Anyway.
That's fair.
But yeah, this was only 6 issues. I didn't get the erotica cover because it was pretty tame compared to all the other ones. But I'll get it and I'll show it to you guys next time. It was all right. But yeah, Faithless.
I'll get it. I'll show it to you guys.
Because of course I'm going to get it. I just didn't get it last night because it wasn't like on the top of my list.
I get it.
Yeah.
I have New Mutants War Children. And this is, I believe, just a one-shot. This is Chris Claremont and Bill Sienkiewicz teaming up again.
Wendy said that it was a reprint.
Is it a reprint?
I don't know. See, I didn't know anything about it.
I don't know. Maybe it is. But it didn't have any of the, like, inside guts of a reprint.
Right.
And hold on.
Maybe it's like an old story that they had done together, and they just wrote this like little one piece as if it was part of that. I don't know.
Okay.
Reteaming. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, this is not.
I might have misunderstood what she had said.
It's chill, dude. I just don't know how much you want me to flip through this.
You can keep scrolling. I'm reading while you're doing that. Okay, yeah. So it's not a reprint.
Because I was like I said, that's why I felt like it was kind of building up to the New Mutants story.
Okay. So then they had worked on something in the past. They teamed up to do this. Okay.
They used to work on New Mutants.
Right.
Together.
Okay, that makes sense then. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was like, oh my god, am I dumb? Like, did I not know this?
I felt like that because I was like flipping through it yesterday while we were at work and I forgot to grab it. I told Wendy I was going to, but I forgot to. So I'll just read it tonight.
No, it's really good. Like I said, I feel like it definitely is trying to, I don't know, at least introduce these characters so you're familiar with them, and also kind of I don't know if this is playing into like any of the new X-Men stuff that's out, or if I'm just like gonna take it that way just because I have been reading like Powers and House, and I'm just like, oh, obviously this is playing into that. But it definitely like talks about Cypher being able to talk with plants or communicate with plants. It definitely builds upon the idea of just like technology kind of infecting things and taking over them. So it's cool. I really liked it. The art is, I mean, if you're familiar with Ncbd,
it's bananas.
It's very insane. It's, I don't know. I really enjoyed it, especially just for like a nice little quick read of like characters I'm not super familiar with. Also, dude, I don't know if you saw this part where they introduced all the characters, but the character that Maisie Williams was supposed to play in New Mutants is reading.
Yeah, I did. Yep, I did see that,
and I was very hyped on that.
What's this?
I made a little weird giggle, like, oh!
I saw it and I was like, me too.
You did it! So, next? We have Safe Sex.
We have Safe Sex.
This might have been my favorite book this week, honestly.
It was really good. Very, very good. In a world where... Sorry, I was doing it like a movie trailer.
You should.
Okay.
As you should.
So basically, there's a married couple who live in a world where sex is politicized for the sake of man, essentially, right?
I mean, it doesn't...
The way that it was worded made me think that it was, like, all because of man.
I felt like it was more because of, like, religion and how religion... And I suppose that's also because of man, but I suppose they also, like, they put this idea of, like, feminism forward, where feminism isn't embracing who you are and just... But it's more so just... I don't know. Being powerful in different ways, because there's obviously women in very high like aspects of the government within this like story itself.
And it was really interesting because the couple that they're following, while they're like straight laced now, they were like huge perverts.
Yeah,
like back, and I say perverts in like a loving way because I am also like a pervert, but
I wasn't. I'm a total square, so let's be real right now.
I know
you say pervert.
I know you.
I gotta go into my safe space.
You gotta up your purity points. So they were a part of a underground like sex club, I guess.
Basically,
what you would call it, yeah. Called the Dirty Mind. It got busted, so they are trying to stay low, and in order to do that, they have to adjust and become a part of the system.
Which also apparently just gets you into fucking trouble.
Yeah, there's obviously like more to the system than they want you to think.
It's just interesting, like just being curious, gets you.
Yeah, it's really messed up because she is not into that lifestyle at all, and she is trying to, what is the word? Assimilate? Is that the right word?
Yeah, she's just trying to assimilate.
Yeah.
She's just trying to like get by in this like world that won't accept anybody.
Because she does not want to get into trouble, essentially, for like what she wants to do, and easiest way to do that is to conform and then hope hope you can get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's obviously, like, more to it than that. Because there's, like, a turning point for her that has to do with her husband, and then...
Yeah, this
story
is
goes.
so good.
It is. It's really, really good. It's very graphic. Is it rated M?
Oh, yeah, I would
for
say
mature?
there's no way this is like, not rated M.
Is this all ages?
What?
Just kidding. And there's like a whole fisting scene in the beginning. So
yeah, there's a lot of sex in this book. So just be very, very prepared if you're not looking to just read something like that. Yeah. But obviously, by the title, I think you should know.
They're safe about it.
Yeah. There's nothing safe about sex, though.
No, true. That's why I don't do it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Next, we have Powers of 10.
Powers of 10.
Powers of 10, number 5 of 6. We have 2 whole issues left, and then we're done. And then on to X-Men.
If I only understand that phalanx part by the end, I will be very, very proud of myself.
Yes. This issue, it, of course, like all the powers, it kind of jumps back and forth in time. But
by powers of 10.
Yeah, by powers of 10. And, oh my god, I just understood that meaning.
Are you serious?
I just did.
Oh, dude.
Because in my head I was like, every 10 years, that's not adding up. Until just now when you said that out loud. Sorry.
Oh no.
I was like, House of X. Okay, Powers of 10. All right, they just like go to. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna keep talking. Pretend that whole thing just didn't happen. Xavier and
so
Magneto are recruiting Emma Frost essentially to form a branch of their own like government.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening in this time, and in your time in a Powers of 10.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you've basically already seen Emma Frost just like working and like helping out Xavier and Magneto, and this just kind of fills in that gap of like why and how that came to be, and then just also how. Pardon my mush mouth.
That's okay. Eggs.
And how like Xavier called all the mutants to Krakoa and to make what has happened, and how kind of in depth they've thought about this sort of thing. So
yeah, and there's a whole explanation on like, because in one of the previous issues he was talking about like uploading all the mutants' information, like their personalities and all that kind of stuff, and this issue kind of goes more into it and like how he accomplishes that and the process that it would take in order to do that.
There's something very specific I'm looking for, because it like there's an ad in I would suppose Avengers that is really making me question everything right now, which is why I stay away from like looking at previews for comics that are coming out later, especially I guess books like this where the story might be intense, but maybe I'll never find it, so we'll have to just continue
the whole
the split page. Like, no, not in here. It's in a book I read. I know it is.
You don't have very many Marvels.
No.
Strike Force.
Damn, it was today, so it has to be in either Thanos, Avengers. I think that's all the Marvel. Oh, and New Mutants. Those are the only ones I read. Listen to me flip the comic book pages. Nope. I made it up. It doesn't exist.
Look in Strike Force. I know, but it's your other Marvel.
But I swear it was today. I swear it was like on one of those pages, but it was like the split page, and it was like.
Because this happened with that whole reference to Krakoa and the incident there, like, what was it, last week?
Yeah, but now you don't have the same books as me.
Shut.
So, what I was thinking doesn't matter, obviously.
Alright, sorry guys.
I just wasted everybody's time for 5 minutes to try to find an ad that doesn't exist.
I'm sure it exists, and you'll find it when I'm not here.
And take a photo and be like, yeah,
this is it.
This is it. This wasn't important, right? This doesn't change your mind about what would happen in these books. I just think that everything's going to go bad, basically. Like, I just don't think this is going to work out the way they think it's going to. I just don't think it is.
It never does.
It seems too good to be true.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all of our comics this week.
Sorry, everybody.
We spent a lot of time dilly-dallying.
We did.
Today, so I apologize. I gotta go to work now, so have a good day.
We'll see you later.